Hello everyone, welcome back to the GDC English classes. How are you all? How are you all, guys? How's it going? Yeah. So after 2 days, after 2 days to 3 days maybe, I'm back with another live session for you guys. And here we do have the model paper for railway pharmacist, right? And it is not, it is going to be separate for railway pharmacists. It cannot be very much beneficial for the NIPER or any DI examination. No, it is not. If you are preparing for any pharmacist examination or any pharma examination, either GPAT, NIPER, drug inspector, pharmacist, whatever, any live session of GDC will be 110% will be beneficial for you guys. Yeah. How are you all? Tell me. Am I audible, visible properly? How are you? Okay. Hello, Jadeep. Good evening. Hello, Farmer Naresh Kumar. Okay. Good evening, Shravani. Good evening, Safrina Slima. Naresh Kumar. I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking, and I'm very fine too. How are you guys? Am I audible, visible properly? Give me a thumbs up and send me a hi, 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 so that we can go ahead. So, how many of you are literally preparing for pharmacist as well? How many of you? How many of you are preparing for pharmacist? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, guys. Raise your hand. Okay. All right. Good evening. Good evening. Hi. 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 Okay. Okay. Swara Krishna says ki you are the one who is preparing for pharmacist particularly. Pharma profession is back. Okay. Hi, pharma profession. How many of you is Dhonism thala for a reason? क्या बात है? Injama Mulhaq Ansari. Okay. Okay. Pharma Narish Kumar. Okay. Abhinesh. Okay. So we have a lot more guys who are preparing for pharmacist exam only, right? So and who are person who are preparing for the um NIPER examination? Hello Ishwar. Hello Maths by Dilip sir. Okay. Abhinisha. Okay. Harsha. Okay. Mood Vasant. Okay. Mood Vasant. Okay. So how many of you are preparing for a NIPER examination also? Specifically for NIPER, because this session is going to be helpful for those persons also, and it is not going to be separate for only for the pharmacist examination. No, it's gonna be beneficial for your NIPER exam also, because you know. Raise your hand who is preparing for NIPER as well. Raise your hand right now, because you know कि non-pharma is very much essential for your NIPER as well, right? Because 40 questions they do ask over there, right? Ishwar Arya, okay. Ishwar Ravi Chandran, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Shall we start? Shall we start? Okay, so 165 mark OBC, can I prepare for NIPER? OBC 165. No, only railway. Okay. There's a chance, but there is a slight margin you can say, जैसे कि, slight window, है ना, narrow window. 165 OBC, you can, but not sure shot. Okay. It will be thoda sa tricky, Vijay Media. Okay, Vijay, you are a crash student of mine. Okay, okay, okay. I got to know about you. Okay, okay, guys. Chalo, shall we start? Shall we start? Shall we start, guys? Hello, sir. I'm a fresher for RRB Pharmacist, so I don't know how to take print out whether it is color black and white. Uh, it's better you should take into your color as well, no? Color only you should take. Why to take the risk? है ना? Borderline mark. Yeah, Pharma Naresh Kumar. Okay. Chalo guys, let's start with this one. Hana? So here we do have the first question for you. That's a patient having obesity requires which type of dose? So I should also wear my specs. Thoda sa. Okay. Now this one. A patient having obesity requires which type of dose? Normal dose, large dose, reduced dose, or none of the above? Chalo, tell me first. Hmm. Which should be the correct answer? A patient having obesity. Obesity means it should having a lot of fat over there, right? So the drug dose should be how much is it? Should be normal in size, large dose, reduced dose, or none of the above? Ha, we're gonna start soon. We're gonna start soon, Radha Krishna. Anna, we're gonna start soon. Don't worry. Yeah, that's going to be B. Everyone says being Farmer Naresh Kumar says B. Okay. Mr. Raj says M. Raj says C. B. Reduced dose. No, it should be large dose, guys, because lots of, you can say overweight person have the requires the large dose because the normal individual, due to highest volume of distribution, is there. Oh, obviously, right? Obviously, the volume of distribution will be more. Yeah, so we have to require a large dose. Okay, chalo. Now next one, leflunomide. पहले तो tell me कि leflunomide. Okay, what is written over here? That's what we want, है ना? Leflunomide is the treatment is used in the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis, bony metastasis, dermatomyositis, or postmenopausal osteoporosis. Chalo, come on, fast. Yeah. Which one should be the right answer? Leflunomide always is going to be the rheumatoid arthritis. है ना? So under which category does it fall, guys? Leflunomide under which category does it fall? And it is acting onto the which enzyme? It is acting onto which enzyme, guys? Which enzyme I am asking? Mechanism of action of leflunomide. Mechanism of action of leflunomide. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be rheumatoid arthritis and it comes under the DMARDs, right? DMARDs. Yeah. But what is the mechanism of action of leflunomide? Non-biological. Yeah, that's right. Non-biological. Non-biological है तभी तो DMARDs में है ना. Non-biological. But acting onto which enzyme? Yeah, that's right. Ishwar Chandran. Yeah, Ishwar Ravi Chandran. That's a high dihydroorotate. Dihydroorotate enzyme, right? This enzyme is going to be inhibited by the leflunomide. Very good, very good, very good. It's a immunomodulator, right? Faster acting, other than 3 months with other DMARDs. Yep. Chalo. Now this one, glyburide. Glyburide is also called as plenty of time they have asked this question. Plenty of time they have asked this question. Glimepiride, gliclazide, glivinclamide or glipizide. Simple. First of all, they are the oral hypoglycemic drug, है ना? They are the oral hypoglycemic drug, है ना? Sulfonylureas to be precise. Sulfonylureas to be precise, है ना? And they are what? Second generation sulfonylureas, right? Glimepiride, gliclazide, glivinclamide or glipizide. Simple. Hmm. That's going to be your glivinclamide, right? Glivinclamide. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So what is the first generation? Can you name first generation sulfonylureas, guys? First generation sulfonylureas? Yeah. First generation sulfonylureas? Yep. No one? Array, it is simple. Chlorpropamide and tolbutamide. Yeah. Chlorpropamide and tolbutamide. Yeah. Chlorpropamide and tolbutamide. Chlorpropamide. Chlorpropamide have which side effect? That's your disulfiram like reaction, right? And what happens in disulfiram reaction? Disulfiram reaction, headache, right? Headache and vomiting, right? This is the case, headache, vomiting, yeah, into the disulfiram. And what is disulfiram? Disulfiram is used in your alcohol poisoning, right? Alcohol poisoning may they have been used over there, yeah. And disulfiram inhibits which enzyme? Disulfiram inhibits which enzyme, guys? Hmm? Disulfiram inhibits which enzyme? Yep, simple. Aldehyde dehydrogenase, right? Alcohol dehydrogenase. Alcohol, okay. Alcohol dehydrogenase. Alcohol dehydrogenase is going to be inhibited by the disulfiram. Disulfiram alcohol dehydrogenase, whereas aldehyde dehydrogenase is going to inhibit by the fomepizole, right? Aldehyde dehydrogenase is going to inhibit by the fomepizole. And you know that fomepizole is a drug of choice for the alcohol depoisoning. Hmm? Which one is it? Alcohol or aldehyde? Tell me fast. Alcohol or aldehyde? What it is? Hmm? Chalo, fine. Now this one. All of the following progesterones are derived from the testosterone except, okay, norgestrol, levonorgestrol, drosyprenone, or norgestimide. Which one is it? Hmm. Which one is it? Yeah. Which one? Swara says aldehyde dehydrogenase. Yes, that's a aldehyde dehydrogenase, right? Disulfiram only inhibits the aldehyde dehydrogenase. All you or few were wrong over there. Okay. Shivangi Gupta C. It's a Shivani Gupta. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Ishwar says C. Very good. Very good. Shravani says C. Very good. Naresh Kumar C. That's right. Hana. Drosperinone is not a derived from the testosterone kind of a thing, right? Chalo, very good. Now, local anesthetic of choice for the epidural analgesia in labor. Okay, in labor, that's your ropivacaine, mepivacaine, tetracaine, or prilocaine. Which one? Which one is it? Hmm? Local anesthetic of choice for the epidural analgesia. Epidural analgesia is being just known to be as your spinal analgesia, right? It is also known to be as your spinal analgesia, right? So which one is used to given over there? Ropivacaine, mepivacaine, tetracaine, or prilocaine? Hmm. Acha, one question was there in GPAT. One question was there in GPAT 2026 that which local anesthetic has quinolone ring, right? Quinolone ring. Which anesthetic has the quinolone ring? That's what I'm asking. Chalo, what was the answer? What was the answer over there? What was the answer over there? अभी इसमें that's your ropivacaine. It is ropivacaine, okay? That's your ropivacaine is right. Ropivacaine is right. But in this one, GPAT 2026, quinoline ring is present into which one? Hmm. That was present in your dibucaine to be precise, right? That was given into the option of there, right? Chalo. Now, indicate the irreversible MAO inhibitor which is hydrazide derivative. Okay, irreversible MAO inhibitor which is hydrazide derivative. Irreversible means that is non-selective, first of all, right? This should be non-selective. So moclobemide gone, selegiline gone, tranylcypramine or phenelzine. Yeah, these two are there, है So which one is right out of these two? Tranylcypramine or phenelzine? Which one is useful for that? Tranylcypramine or phenelzine? And there is another one. I for isocarboxide, isocarboxide, carboxazid, right? So out of these two, which one is right? Out of these two, which one is right? Don't go everywhere where everyone goes. Okay, don't go to that place. Think. Hydrazide. Z, Z. Phenelzine is your one, which is your MAO inhibitor and which is hydrazide derivative. Okay, moclobemide is your what? Moclobemide is your MAO A inhibitor and the selegiline is your MAO B inhibitor. Right? MAO B inhibitor. Moclobemide is useful in your what? Moclobemide is useful in which condition, guys? And selegiline is useful in which condition? Selegiline is used in Parkinsonism, right? Parkinsonism, right? And moclobemide is useful in your depression, right? Depression, okay? That you have to learn. Moclobemide as well as your chlorgyline, resegelin as well as your selegiline is going to be the MAO B inhibitors, right? And now tell me if you take tyramine rich products, if you take tyramine rich products and also you have taken the MAO B inhibitors along with that, okay, MAO B and tyramine rich products you have taken. So which thing will be precipitate? What will happen after that? What will happen after that? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. If you take tyramine rich compounds as well as the MAO B inhibitors, and that leads to what? That leads to cheese reaction. Very good, Shravani, right? Very good. That leads to cheese reaction, right? And that is also known as your hypertensive crisis. Hypertensive crisis, right? Very good, Shwara and Naresh, Harsha. Very good, very good. Keep going, guys. You are doing good. You are doing good. Chalo, chalo. Very nice. Now, take the antibiotic for cancer chemotherapy. Okay, antibiotic cancer chemotherapy you have. Okay, there. Cytarabine, doxorubicin, gentamicin, or etoposide. Which one is it? Safrina, very good. Cheese reaction, right? So, cytarabine is your what? Pyrimidine, pyrimidine, pyrimidine antagonist, right? Pyrimidine antagonist. Doxorubicin is your antibiotic. And here is what the answer is, right? This is what the answer is. Gentamicin is the prototype of aminoglycoside, right? Aminoglycoside. And etoposide is what? Etoposide is acting onto the topoisomerase, topoisomerase, topoisomerase 1, right? Topoisomerase 1 is going to be inhibited by the etoposide, right? Doxorubicin, whereas, listen to me very carefully. Doxorubicin increases the ROS generation, right? They increase the ROS generation, and that's why they produce the cardiotoxicity. That's why they produce the cardiotoxicity. Cytarabine can cause, cytarabine, yeah, cytarabine can cause which one? Which one? That's your hand and foot syndrome. Hand and foot syndrome, right? Cytarabine can cause the hand and foot syndrome. Etoposide, topoisomerase 2. Okay. Etoposide, topoisomerase 2 and irinotecan, topoisomerase 1. That's right. Topoisomerase inhibits both the things. Topoisomerase 2 as well as the irinotecan is acting onto the isomerase 1. Is that clear? This is important, guys. They have asked previously also. Okay. Okay. Chalo. Now this one. Take the drug for the neurocystic crosis treatment. Okay, neurocystic crosis treatment, guys. Praziquantel, pyrantel, piperazine, or bithionol. Which one is correct? Take the drug for neurocystic necrosis treatment. Praziquantel, pyrantel, piperazine, or bithionol. Which one is it? That's your praziquantel, guys. Okay. Chalo. Neurocystic crosis is the most common parasitic disease of the central nervous system. Was treated surgically for a long time. Praziquantel, which is a isoquinolone, and enbendazole, which is your imidazole, is a anti-cysticial drugs. Okay. Chalo. Now, acetazolamide acts as a nephron. Acetazolamide diamox acts as the site of nephron. Chalo. Proximal convoluted tubule, ascending thick loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule, or collecting duct. Which one is it? Simple, very simple. Acetazolamide. That's your carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. Carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, right? Carbonic anhydrase inhibitor, and that is useful for the, and that is useful as a DOC for which thing? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Proximal convoluted tubule is going to be the correct answer. That's right. But now tell me, they are useful in glaucoma. That's right. But they are DOC in which kind of condition? They are DOC in which kind of condition? Used in glaucoma. That's right. Hmm. Chal, very good, very good. That's your mountain sickness. Yes, mountain sickness. कभी तुम लोगों को लद्दाख जाने का मौका मिले तो लद्दाख जब जाना तो ये जरूर खा के जाना है ना एसिडाजोलामाइड. If you get a chance to go to Ladakh, है ना, so they used to have share the health advisory with the ones who wants to come Ladakh, right? And they have mentioned separately over there that you have to take this one, Diamox, acetazolamide, 2 nights before you come to Ladakh and 2 nights even after you visit into the Ladakh. So that is very much crucial for your mountain sickness because this maintains the oxygen level in your head. Even when recently last year when I went to Ladakh in July, so I used to take that one. All right, chalo. Now, if I talk about this one, motion sickness, then motion sickness, which drug is useful for that? Drug of choice or motion sickness, guys? Yeah, motion sickness. Chalo, you should tell me. Yeah. Now, which of the following anti-enzymes is a xanthine oxidase inhibitor? Xanthine oxidase inhibitor, physostigmine, allopurinol, aminocaproic acid, acetazolamide. Simple. Very simple. Bachcha knows. Bachcha knows. That's your hyoscine, Shravani. Very good. Very good. Scopolamine. Hyoscine is also known as the scopolamine. That's right, Ravi Balwant. Sinarizine. No. Sinarizine is used into the motion sickness, but it is not a drug of choice. I am micro aerobic. No problem. Okay. So that's your allopurinol for sure. Apart from that, apart from allopurinol, that is also known as to be the febuxostat, है ना? आलू की synthesis Feb में decreased. आलू की synthesis febuxostat, है ना? अरे कहाँ गया spelling? Febuxostat, right? आलू की synthesis Feb में decreased, right? Xanthine oxidase inhibitor. Physostigmine is the drug of choice for atropine poisoning, if you remember, right? Atropine poisoning, right? Aminocaproic acid, that's your aminocaproic acid is your fibrinolytic or antifibrinolytic. Acetazolamide, you have just know about this one, right? Carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. Chalo. Now, which of these is an anti-cancer drug? Anti-cancer drug. Ticarcillin, tigecycline, teicoplanin, or carboplatin? Chalo, which one is it? Which one is it, guys? Ticarcillin, you know that. Ticarcillin is used in your ticarcillin, tigecycline. Tigecycline is your newer tetracycline, if you remember. Newer tetracycline. And here you have the carboplatin at the fibrinolytic. That's right. And atropine plus neostigmine, cobrabite. That's right. Ravi. Very good. Yeah. So carboplatin is your platinum coordination complex, right? Coordination complex, right? And that causes what, guys? Cisplatin, carboplatin. These are being used in your head and neck cancer, to be precise. Head and neck cancer, and they can produce what? Neurotoxicity. Neurotoxicity they can produce, right? Chalo. Very good. Neuro as well as nephrotoxicity. That's right. Yeah. Teicoplanin is your glycopeptide antibiotic. Ticarcillin is your extended spectrum carboxypenicillin. DOC 5-HT3 centron. Ondansetron is being given into the chemotherapy induced vomiting. Ondansetron, that's right. है ना उसका क्वेश्चन भी शायद जीपैड में उल्टा आया था. Ondansetron was there, cisapride was there, है ना. How many of you think like that कि वो क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट था? I mean not difficult, but the options were wrong over there, right? How many of you think like that? Chalo, tamoxifen is an anti-progestin, anti-androgens, anti-estrogen, or androgen. Androgen तो हो ही नहीं सकता. Which one is it, guys? Tamoxifen is your what? SERM. SERM. SERM can be agonist or it can be antagonist, right? So what does it do? What does it do? What does it do? Anti-progestin, anti-androgen, anti-estrogen, or androgen. And there is something like that SERD, right? Which is SERD? Which drug is an example of SERD? Easy, but option was wrong. That's right. That's right. That's right. Chalo, this one. That's your anti-estrogen. Now, if I talk about SERD, then SERD, then chalo. Now, take the drug as a oral anticoagulant. Okay, anticoagulant oral पूछा है. Okay, oral anticoagulant heparin, deltaparin, 𝙂𝙀𝙎𝑃𝑟IN, or enoxaparin. Chalo, tell me first. Selective estrogen receptor modulator. That's right. Receptor modulator, that is SERM, है ना? Fulvestrant. Fulvestrant Shravani, to be precise, right? Fulvestrant is known to be as the सर्दी, है ना? सर्दी में फूल मुरझा जाते हैं. That's your right. Fulvestrant, है ना? SERD, right? And that is used for your breast cancer. That's right. Very good, Safrinima. है ना? Safrina. So that's your tamoxifen is useful in your breast cancer. They're very good. Very good. Okay. Now take the drug used as an anticoagulant. Heparin. You know that is present in your in vivo only, है ना? Your body only. That is can be given through parenteral. Dalteparin and enoxaparin. These are what? The indirect acting drug. है ना? Indirect acting. Dicumaril, coumarin ring is present. Coumarin ring is present. है ना? That's your warfarin itself. Warfarin itself, right? And that can be used as a oral drug only because warfarin are your what? Oral anticoagulant, right? Now, can you tell me what is the antidote for heparin? What is the antidote for heparin, guys? And what is the antidote for warfarin? What is the antidote for warfarin? Earlier, warfarin is being used as a rat poison. Rat poison, right? Rat poison, warfarin. But now it is being considered to be as the oral anticoagulant, right? Pharmacology is best. Yeah, everyone knows that one. Pharmacology is best, right? Protamine sulfate. Protamine sulfate is the antidote of choice for heparin because acidic basic kind of condition. This is the strongest acting, strongest acidic, strongest organic acid. है ना? and protamine sulfate is your basic. So it will neutralize that one. If I talk about dicomaral, that is your vitamin K to be precise. And vitamin K, that's your vitamin K1 to be precise. That's your phytonadione and a phytoquinone, right? That's your vitamin K1. Okay. Chalo. Chalo. Okay. Now this one is very much important. Direct acting or indirect acting. And a vitamin K. Here you can see indirect thrombin. That's your all your heparin ones. All heparin. Right? You can say. Material so good RRB pharmacist. Yeah. Chalo. Direct thrombin. Who will be talking directly? Who will be talking T for directly? That's going to be your rude. Anna. That's going to be rude, and who will be directly arguing as well. Who will be directly arguing as well. That is going to be your rude. Right? Warfarin 27910. Very good, Naresh Kumar. Thumbs up. Right? Now if I talk about oral anticoagulant, warfarin, vitamin K antagonist, है ना, warfarin, vitamin K antagonist. Okay, direct factor XA. So XA you can see over here, XA and XA, है ना. Oral direct thrombin inhibitor, that's your dabigatran. That's your oral direct thrombin inhibitor, right? Chalo. Now which of the following is a DMARD? Which of the following is a DMARD? Desferoxamine, chloroquine, succimer, or dimer-caprol? So first of all, you should tell me what is the answer, and then tell me about this one. Desferoxamine is used where? है ना? Succimer is being used where, and dimer-caprol is used where? Chloroquine, obviously, that's going to be the correct answer, है ना? That is having the DMARD, right? Now tell me whatever you know about the chloroquine. Chalo, tell me guys, whatever you know about the chloroquine, you should tell me right now. C. How is it C, Naresh? How is it C, Shravani? How is it C, Swara? हाँ, तो chloroquine is your anti-malarial, that's right. हाँ, anti-malarial, that's right. And what is the VD of that one? What is the VD of that one? Sorry, गलती से, कोई बात नहीं, हो जाता है ना. Desferoxamine is your iron poisoning में use करते हैं. VD use in your iron poisoning, right? Chloroquine VD 1300 liters. 1300 liters. Chloroquine also do the retinal damage. Retinal damage, bullseye, right? Right, 1300, that's right, Hana. Naresh, very good. Retinal damage, Hana. Also you can say like that ki succimer is your used in your succimer is used in your calcium poisoning, maybe. Calcium poisoning, maybe they have been used succimer. And dimer-caprol is also known as what? Ball, है ना. dimer-caprol is being used. जी सर, हम भी अपना आंसर रोक दिया इन लोगों का देख के, कहीं मैं गलती कर रहा हूँ. Okay, okay. No worries. Have confidence on yourself, Ravi Balwant. Balwant bano tum, Balwant. You know? Chalo. Dimer capital, that's your ball. And ball is useful. Ball and useful is your. Ball is useful in your. Which one? Heavy metal poisoning, right? Heavy metal poisoning. That's your arsenic. Hana? These kind of thing. Chalo. Very good, very good. Now the question, now the answer is chloroquine. Very good. Now, which of the following drug prevents the mast cell degranulation? चलो simple. मैं delete करना वाला था sir. सही था मेरा. Okay. Which of the following drug prevent mast cell degranulation? Degranulation. Okay. So these are the drugs which are specifically, you can say, strongly acidic in nature. Strongly acidic in nature, right? And that's why they are very much ionized, है ना. Ionized at all pH. Ionized at the all pH, right? So that's going to be ketotifen, disodium EDTA, sodium sulfosuccinate, or sodium pentothal. That's obviously going to be your ketotifen. So apart from ketotifen, there is another drug. There is another drug apart from the ketotifen, guys. What is that one? What is that one? That's your sodium chromoglycate, right? Sodium chromoglycate, as well as you can see like nedochromyl. Hana? Nedochromyl, that's right, Ravi Balwant. Very good, very good. Nedochromyl and sodium chromoglycate, these are the ones which are your mast cell degranulation, right? These are being useful in your asthma, right? Chalo. Which drug can be used as an emergency contraceptive? Emergency contraceptive. Yeah. IUCD, Olipristil, levonorgestrel, or desogestrel? Desogestrel, emergency contraceptive. This should be directly your emergency contraceptive hai to levonorgestrel would be the correct answer, right? Levonorgestrel, it should be given after the intercourse, after intercourse, right? And within 72 hours, it should be given, right? Within 72 hours, it should be given, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. Answer is given. Desogestrel. Desogestrel is a progesterone medication which is used in the birth control for men. It will not help as emergency contraception. Okay. Drug used for emergency contraception are these ones. So maybe what they have done. So cannot in the question. Ah, that's right, Swara, Hana. Cannot is present over here. So Olipristal can be given. IUCD also can be given. Norgestrel also be given, but desogestrel is not given over there. That's right. Good eyes, Swara. Okay, good captured. Unwanted 72, Ravi Ulvan. Very good. Chalo, this one. The drug of choice for manic depressive psychosis is simple, very simple. Chalo, this one. The drug of choice for manic depressive psychosis is imipramine, chlordiazepoid, isocarboxazide, or lithium carbonate. सावधानी हटी दुर्घटना घटी. हाँ, ट्रक के पीछे लिखा रहता है ना, तो ट्रक भी क्वेश्चन की तरह ही समझो. Question is also just like a truck, right? So that's going to be your lithium carbonate, right? Lithium carbonate can also be used, है ना? Not used, but it can be, you can say like, they precipitate what? They precipitate the diabetes insipidus, right? The diabetes insipidus, they produce, right? And what is diabetes insipidus? ADH level is going to be decreased, right? And now tell me, what is the drug of choice for lithium induced diabetes insipidus? What is the drug of choice for lithium induced diabetes insipidus, guys? Hmm? Ah, chalo. Hmm? Simple. That's your amiloride. Very good, Naresh Kumar. Thumbs up. Very good. Amiloride, है ना? Imipramine, imipramine is useful in your imipramine, desipramine. That has been used in your nocturnal enurences, if you remember, right? Nocturnal enurences. Nocturnal enurences. That's your bedwetting, है ना? Bedwetting. Yeah. Imipramine. Okay. Isocarboxazide. That's your same non-selective. Non-selective MAO inhibitor, right? Chalo. That's a TCA as well. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Chalo. Now, which of these histamine H1 antagonist is noted for the serotonin blocking effect? Okay. Okay. Which of these histamine H1 antagonist is noted for the serotonin blocking effect? Brompheniramine, cyproheptadine, supracysteine, or diamedrol. Obviously, that's going to be your cyproheptadine. That is your H1 antihistaminic. H1 antihistaminic. And it is your 5HT, 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 5HT what? This question was asked in GPAT. This year only. This year only. This year only. Cyproheptadine inhibits good appetite, cyproheptadine, antihistaminic, serotonin. That's right. That's right. Appetite stimulant, है ना? Anti-anorectic agent, anti-anorectic agent used to increase the weight. Huh? 5-HT? 5-HT2 antagonist है ये. This is 5-HT2 antagonist. 4 तो agonist होता है. If you remember, 5-HT1 and 4, 5-HT4 में, these two में agonist will be there, right? 5-HT2 and 5-HT3, that is going to be the antagonist, right? 5-HT1, 5-HT1, 1B, 1D, sumatriptan. Partial agonist, buspirone. 5-HT4 agonist. What is the example of 5-HT4 agonist, guys? 5-HT4 agonist. Cisapride, mosapride, right? This one, 5-HT2. Obviously, that's going to be your ketanserin as well as the cyproheptadine. Ketanserin is your anti-hypertensive drug, right? 5-HT3, 5-HT3, that's your ondansetron and is the only serotonin. सुमा पीडी पीती है. वेरी गुड रवि बलवंत. है ना? ओके, अभिषेक सर की ट्रिक्स लेके आ रहे हो, बढ़िया. 5-HT3, 5-HT3 ondansetron antagonist, and that is the only receptor which is your ligand gated ion channel, right? Chalo, very good. Now, adipocytes are found in which type of tissues? Muscle tissues, epithelial tissues, nervous tissues, or connective tissues? That's obviously going to be your connective tissues, right? Clozapine, you can say, clozapine as well as the metoclopramide, 2-1. Okay, clozapine as well as, sorry, risperidone, right. Clozapine and risperidone also acting onto the 5-HT2A 2C antagonist, right? 5-HT3 antagonist and 5-HT4 agonist. This is what? Which drug is this, guys? The drug is acting onto the 5-HT3 antagonist and the same drug is acting onto the 5-HT4 agonist. Which one is it? Cancer-induced vomiting, that's a ondansetron. Very good, Naresh Kumar. Now this one. Same drug is acting as an antagonist in 5-HT3 and same drug is acting as an agonist in 5-HT4. Which one drug is? Agranulocytosis, clozapine. Very good, Deepak Kumar. And the same question was asked in GPAT in this one as well, right? Chalo, this one. Metoclopramide. This is the drug which is acting 5-HT3 antagonist and 5-HT4 agonist. Okay, do note this one. Adipocytes is your connective tissues only, right? Fingertips MCQ आंसर की प्रॉब्लम है, नहीं समझा मैं. Quiz site 7, thala for a reason. चलो, where is the liver situated? Upper part of the abdominal cavity, lower part of the abdominal cavity, in front of the abdominal cavity. बाहर आ गया वो तो सीधा. Behind the abdominal cavity, पीछे हो गया. ठीक है, चलो बताओ भाई. This one, simple. That is going to be your upper part of abdominal cavity, right? Fingertip theory book में MCQ की प्रॉब्लम. हाँ, वो तो मैं समझ गया, fingertip book की बात कर रहे हो. That's I know. चलो. Now, which urine test is commonly used to detect the presence of glucose? चलो, this one, guys. Glucose के लिए, for glucose, urine dipstick test, urine culture, microscopic urine analysis, or 24-hour urine collection. Which urine test is commonly used to detect the presence of glucose? Glucose, I am asking. Any bids for glucose? Any bids? Warning you all. Any bids? Any bids for glucose? That's going to be A. Very good. Urine dipstick test. That's right. Very good. Now, essential thrombocythemia. Okay. Essential thrombocythemia is primarily characterized by cythemia. So thrombo means what? Platelet, right? Thrombo means what? Platelet. That's right. And mia means the increased, right? If penia was there, if penia should be there, then it should be the decreased. And a cythemia means cells, right? So that is what? Platelet cell increase. So low platelet count, high platelet count. Yeah, that's going to be a correct answer, right? High platelet count, right? Chalo. The drugs are arranged according to the external characteristic of the plant parts or animal part is. Chalo, simple, simple. Pharmacognosy. Cognosy is your. The drugs are arranged. The drugs are arranged according to the external characters. Characters की बात कर रहे हैं, है ना? Characters of the plant parts or animal parts. Alphabetical, pharmacological, chemical or morphological. Simple. Characters. Just look onto this one. Deepak Kumar says D. Okay, Safrina B. No, it's not B. It's D only, right? Morphological classification. Very good, guys. Very good. Good going. The specific odor of the oil of Essa foetida is what? Essa foetida is what? Devil's dung, right? Devil's dung. Is due to odor of oil of Essa foetida is due to sulfur compound, ferulic acid, umbellic or umbelliferon. Simple. Yep. That's going to be what? That's going to be your sulfur compound, right? Very good, guys. Very good. Shwara, Ravi, Naresh, Pharma Hub. Okay. B Farm. Naresh, very good. Okay. Chalo, this one. Mother cloves and blown cloves. Okay. These are the what's. Obviously, that's going to be your adult trends only, right? These are talking about the cloves right now. Eugenia caryophyllus. That's your cloves only. Are they volatile oil? No. Marked compound? No. Yeah. Varieties of Indian? No. That's going to be your adults only, right? Adults are very much important of the clove. Do note it down, guys. Okay. Chalo. Chalo. Now, leaching by immersion of crude material is also known as leaching by immersion material is also known as the expression, infusion, maceration, or percolation. Which one is it, guys? Simple is it? Anna? Simple extraction process. Leaching by immersion of crude material is also known as the. That is what? That's going to be your maceration. Very good. Now, to differentiate between the श्याम benzoin and Sumatra benzoin, दो हैं श्याम जी और सुमात्रा जी. Warm Sumatra benzoin with potassium permanganate produced KMNO4 is a self-indicator. Why? That was the question over there, and that is what? It has intense color change in purple. Yep, purple. So what is that? Milky white solution, deep brown color, odor of benzaldehyde crystal cinnamic acid shall be observed. Which one? That's your odor of benzaldehyde, right? Odor of benzaldehyde is going to be the correct one. Chalo. Resinous crude drug which is used in the topical preparation of scabies. Okay, scabies में क्या लगाते हैं? सर हमरा कोगोनोसी से दोस्ती नहीं है. दोस्ती बनाओ सर. दीपक कुमार, हमरा कोगनोसी से दोस्ता नहीं है तो दोस्ती बनाओ. थोड़ा फ्लर्ट करो कोगनोसी से. ओके, डू सम फ्लर्ट विद कोगनोसी. अपने आप मजा आने लगेगा, है ना? चलो. Resinous crude drug which is used in the topical preparation of scabies, guys. Citrullus colicanthus, Boswellia serrata, myroxylon balsam और ferula. तो टोलू balsam ही लगाते ना. Balsam some that's going to be the one thing, right? Okay, चलो. Which of the following is a East Indian arrowroot starch? Arrowroot starch. Permethrin for scabies. That's right. Very good. Permethrin is for your scabies. That's right. Hana, chalo this one. Indian arrowroot starch. Okay. That's going to be your Curcuma angustifolia roxburghi, Marantha arundinacea, Okay, 𝙂𝙂𝙎 or Oryza sativa lin. Which one is it? Hmm. सर इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस कोग्नोसी के प्रैक्टिस करवा रहे हैं यार, फार्मी फार्मा, है ना, प्रैक्टिस करवा रहे हैं, तुम्हारे लिए बेटर ही है. चलो, दैट्स गोइंग टू बी योर करकुमा अंगस्टिफोलिया रॉक्सबर्गी. ओके, चलो. Which of the following are incorrect information for senocide? Senocide A, senocide B account for senna purgative property. Okay, that's right. Senna A, senna B are stereoisomers of each other. Uh-huh. Grippling effect caused by senna is due to senocide's A content. The percentage of senocide is more in Alexandrian senna than Tinnevelly senna. चलो, Tinnevelly senna और Alexandrian senna. हम्म. चलो, आरआरबी फार्मासिस्ट आप हैं क्या? बन जाएंगे, है ना, क्विज साइड. चलो, दिस वन गाइस. Gripping effect, yeah. Gripping effect caused by senna is due to senocide's A content. That is incorrect information about the senocide, right? Chalo. Reduction of alkyl cyanides. Chalo. Chemistry. Simple one. Reduction of alkyl cyanides. Alkyl cyanides, that's your RCN, right? RCN with the presence of hydrogen nickel or LiAlH4. The reaction gives primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine, or this one. Alkyl cyanides. RCN plus H2 in the presence of nickel, or you can say LiAlH4. That is going to what? That is going to produce what? Obviously, that's going to produce the RNH2, right? 1 degree amine, right? Chalo. Simple. Identify the name reaction. Okay. Phenol is जॉब कहाँ होती है आरआरबी फार्मासिस्ट की? सर ऑब्वियसली रेलवे वाले हॉस्पिटल में ही होगी, है ना. आरआरबी है तो रेलवे हॉस्पिटल में ही होगी. जगह जगह जहाँ भी आपने अप्लाई किया होगा, फॉर एग्जांपल इलाहाबाद आपने किया या गोरखपुर किया या कोई भी रीजन किया, कोलकाता या मुंबई चेन्नई जो भी है, उस पर्टिकुलर रीजन में डिफरेंट डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ द हॉस्पिटल्स आर देयर. देयर ओनली यू विल बी गेट जॉब, राइट? चलो, दिस वन CHCl3. रीमन टीमन हॉफमैन ब्रोमाइड शिमिड रिएक्शन ऑफ वुड्स फिटिक तो है ही नहीं. स्किमिड रिएक्शन भी नहीं है. हॉफमैन ब्रोमाइड में वो होता है, आई मीन अमाइड होता है. एंड हेयर यू हैव द रीमन टीमन रिएक्शन. या दैट्स राइट, रीमन टीमन रिएक्शन इज गोइंग टू बी द नेम रिएक्शन, राइट? CCl4. If CCl4 is used in the place of chloroform, then salicylic acid will be present, है ना, irrespective of the salicylaldehyde. Okay, chalo. Now, assign the correct term. Describe the relationship for two isomers. Okay, this one and this one. Which one is this? Which one is this, guys? This structure and this structure. Is it erythroenantiomer, diastereomers, threoenantiomer, or racemic mixture? तो है ही नहीं. चलो, which one? Simple है. It's simple, very simple. Yep, it's simple. That's going to be B, right? B. Diastereomers, right? It is not a mirror image. That's why stereoisomers that are not mirror image of each other, that's your diastereomers. Simple. Yep. The dehydration of aldol product of 2-acetaldehyde molecule through E1CB mechanism affords the formation of 1-butenol, 2-butenol, 3-butenol, or the 4-butenol. The dehydration of aldol product of the 2-acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde तुम्हारा हो गया CH3 CH2C. नहीं. This is going to be your CHO, right? This is going to be the acetaldehyde. The 2-acetaldehyde in the presence of what's going to be produced? Is it going to be butenol, 2-butenol, 3-butenol, 4-butenol? Swara Krishna says 2-butenol. So, question option delete, right? तो था 2-butenol. Okay, चलो. Limit tests are performed in बच्चा knows, बच्चा लोग, चलो come on fast. Limit tests are performed in Nestler cylinders, measuring cylinders, Kipps apparatus, iodine flasks. Simple. Hmm. That's going to be your. That's going to be your. ये फार्माकोलॉजी कुंडली में है। अच्छा भाई, फार्माकोलॉजी कुंडली में केमिस्ट्री आ रही है। तुम तो अलग ही नशे में हो यार। क्विज साइड कुछ ज्यादा ही क्विज पढ़ लियो लग रहा है। एंड वेयर डू वी यूज द गडजेट apparatus? Nestler cylinder is right. Where do we use the Curtis apparatus? And in GPAT 2026, the internal diameter was asked. Internal diameter was asked about the Curtis apparatus. That is your 6.55 millimeter, right? 6.55 millimeter. Chalo. Personal error is your determinant error, indeterminate error, accidental error, or none of the above. आर्सेनिक के लिए होता है, दैट्स राइट स्वरा। एंड लाइफ ऑफ माइन, क्या बात है, नाम देखो गजब। श्रावणी अदुकुला आर्सेनिक, नरेश सेज आर्सेनिक, वेरी गुड। चलो, पर्सनल एरर इज योर डिटरमिनेंट एरर, इनडिटरमिनेट एरर, एक्सीडेंटल एरर, और नन ऑफ दीज। सिंपल, that's going to be your determined, है ना? It can be determined if you have just done the personal error. That's going to be your determined, right? Last question, sir. Okay, ठीक है सर, मान लिया, मान लिया, मान लिया, थैंक यू। चलो, which of the following first generation beta blocker contains 1,2,5 thiazole ring in its structure? So 1,2,5 thiazole in its first structure. So first generation ki, if you are talking about the first generation beta blocker, that is what? Non-selective beta blocker, right? Non-selective beta blocker, right? So sotalol, yes. Timolol, yes. Pinbetabolol, yes. Pindolol, all of these are your non-selective beta blocker. But if I talk about 1,2,5 thiazole ring, that is present in your timolol ring, right? Ti is your thiazole and Mo is your what? Morpholine. Morpholine ring is also present into the timolol. Okay, that is important. You have to remember that. Okay, chalo. Chalo. All are newer benzodiazepines hypnotics except zolpidem, zopiclone, flumazenil, or diazepam. Chalo, simple. All are newer benzodiazepine. Morpholine, timolol. That's right. That's right. That's right. Hana. All are newer benzodiazepine hypnotics except zolpidem, zopiclone, flumazenil, or diazepam. Which one is it, guys? Simple. Hmm. Diazepam is not a newer one, right? I think flumazenil is also not a newer one, but still, if you can say right over here, if you say over here, right, so that is going to be your, obviously, diazepam would be more correct, right? Chalo. Hyden twins is differing from the barbiturates by. Hyden twins is differing from the barbiturates by lacking the 3-oxo group, NH group, 6-oxo group, or 6-phenyl group. Simple. That is going to be lacking the 6-oxo group from the hydantoin. Hydantoin is what? Phenytoin, right? Phenytoin. Phenytoin comes under which class? Phenytoin comes under which class, guys? Lacking the 6-oxo group, right? Hydantoin, phenytoin is different from the barbiturate. And phenytoin ka category? What is the category of phenytoin? Huh? See, I know, Naresh Kumar. Yep. Phenytoin category. चलो, in Wohlhard method, सबसे पहले Wohlhard method is your what? Wohlhard method comes under which kind of reactions, which kind of titrations? Can anyone tell me? Wohlhard method, Fajan method, as well as the Mohr method, right? Fajan, Mohr, and Wohlhard. These are comes under which titration? These are your barbiturates. नहीं, Phenytoin is barbiturate. Sodium channel blocker है, that's right. Hydantoin है, that's right. Okay, चलो this one. Woolhard, बहुत hard मतलब RD. The solution filled in burette is in Woolhard method. Okay, that is going to be your precipitation reaction. Very good. Precipitation reaction. Very good. Silver nitrate, ferric ammonium sulfate, potassium thiocyanate, potassium chromate. That is going to be your silver nitrate, right? Chalo. Chalo. Now you have this one. Woolhard method, silver ion, है ना? Okay. Chalo. Potassium chromate is used as an indicator of potassium chromate. Mohr method, Woolhard method, Fajans method, or none of the above. Simple. Simple. Potassium chromate is used as an indicator of Mohr method, Woolhard method, Fajan method, or none of the above. Obviously, that's going to be your Mohr method, right? Mohr method में potassium chromate is being used over there and forms the red-brown precipitate, right? Red-brown precipitate is being formed over there, right? Chalo. Which of the following is known as the universal detector in HPLC? Universal detector in HPLC जो सबको डिटेक्ट कर लेता है. अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. मिस्टर बीन इज बैक. क्या बात है? PDA, UP, ELSD, or RI? Which one? Universal detector. That's going to be your D, RI, right? R, eye refractive index detector, right? Refractive index detector is going to be the universal one. Okay. Chala. Now the alpha and beta cyclic forms of the D-glucose RCB. क्या बात है? ये साला कब नाम दे? आएगा कब इस बार? दीपक कुमार? एक और कब आएगा इस बार? क्या पता आ जाए? The alpha and beta cyclic forms of the D-glucose are known as anomers, epimers, and enantiomers or tautomerization. ये दोनों तो नहीं है ना? Anomers and tautomerization तो नहीं होगा, है ना? That is not going to the answer, right? अरे आजा मेरे मालिक, right? These are not the correct ones. Is it anomer or epimer? Epimer is what? Glucose and galactose, if you remember. Yeah, glucose and galactose trick है सर RC bulk detector. हाँ, चलो. Glucose, galactose at the 4th carbon. Anomer is the one which is A for animal and A is your 1, right? So 1 position पे कौन करेगा? That is your anomer, okay? चलो. C1. The chemical name 2-amino-6-oxypurine is said to be adenine, xanthine, guanine, or hypoxanthine. Which one is it, guys? 2-amino-6-oxypurine is said to be adenine, xanthine, or guanine, or hypoxanthine. बच्चा knows. That's your mixed question है. हाँ भाई, mixed question ही है. चलो, that's going to be your guanine, right? चलो, simple. Lieberman-Burkhardt reaction is test performed to detect which thing? Cholesterol, glycerol, fatty acid, or the ACE enzyme? क्या बात है? ACE enzyme का तो कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है ना? Glycerol का भी कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है. चलो, this one, cholesterol or fatty acid? Which one is being used over there? Cholesterol or fatty acid? That's going to be your cholesterol. Very good. Right? Chalo. Okay. What least value must be given to so that number 751 into 432 is divisible by 3? Chalo, here you have got the non-pharma. What least value? What least value must be given so that number 751 divided by multiplied by 432 is divisible by 3? 0, 1, 2 or 12? Hmm. What's that? That's going to be your 2. Okay, here you can see let b replaced by x, and you have the 7 plus 5 plus 1 plus x plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 22 plus x must be divisible by 3. So least value of x should be 2, right? 22 plus 2 is going to be 24, and 24 divided by 3 is going to be the 8, right? So it's going to be 2. Now if two numbers are in the ratio of 2:3, and the product of their HCF and LCM is 33,750, the sum of the number is, chalo, come on, can you solve this one? Can you solve this one? Safrina is think, okay, thank you. Safrina seems to be going. Chalo. Two numbers are in the ratio of 2:3 in the product of HCM and L. Sir, non-Sarma question. थोड़ा सॉल्व कर लो. भाई किसका एग्जाम है? तुम्हारा एग्जाम है ना, सॉल्व करो चलो. If two numbers are in the ratio of 2:3, and the product of HCF, that's your highest common factor, and lowest common factor is 33750, then the sum of the number is, yeah? Anyone? No one. Chalo, let's see the one. Let's see this one. Here you can see, let the number be 2n 2x as well as the 3x. दो number ले लिया हमने, है ना? उसके बाद HCF is going to be x and LCM is going to be the 6x, right? So x into 6x, that is going to be the x square यहाँ बचा, and 6 को हमने यहाँ पे divide कर दिया, that is going to be this one, right? And x square बचा, तो x में यहाँ पे हमने क्या कर लिया, under root ले लिया, and this 5625 is going to be under root within the 75, and here you have got the answer 2 into 75 plus 3 into 75 is equal to 5x, and 5 into सीधा कर दो 75 से, so that is going to be your 375, right? चलो, average of three numbers is going to be the 77. The first number is twice the second, and the second number is twice the third. Find the first number. Find the first number. The average of three number is 77. The first number of twice the second, and the second number is twice the third. Find the first number. 33, 66, 77 or 132. चलो इसको सॉल्व करके देखते हैं क्या है ना? तो लेट द थर्ड नंबर इज ए, और दूसरा हमने क्या किया, सेकंड नंबर इज गोइंग टू बी योर 2a, है ना? तो फर्स्ट नंबर इज व्हाट, तो 2 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2a, है ना? तो फर्स्ट नंबर इज 2 टाइम्स द सेकंड नंबर, तो 2 दैट्स गोइंग टू बी योर 4a. सो एवरेज इज व्हाट, sum of all the observation number of the observations, so 4a 2a plus a is going to be the 7a, and that is divided by 3, right? So 7a divided by 3 is going to be the 77, and a 77 into 3 divided by 7, that's going to be your 33 is going to be the correct answer. And if you multiply with 4a, yeah, so that is going to be the first number is your 132. Okay. On selling a bicycle for 1200, a seller loses 10%. For what price he will lose 90%? Okay. On selling price a bicycle for 1200, a seller loses 10%. फॉर्मूलाज कहाँ है? ये कैलकुलेशन आए एग्जाम में, ये फॉर्मूला कहाँ है? कौन से फॉर्मूला भाई? सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स है, इसमें मल्टीप्लिकेशन एंड डिवीजन, राइट? On selling a bicycle for 1200, a seller loses 10%. For what price he will lose at 90%? Selling a bicycle, that's your SP, right? Selling price is going to be the 1200, and seller losses the 10%. लॉस हो गया उसको 10% का, लॉस हो गया 10% का. For what price he will lose 19%, तो 9% का और निकाल लेंगे, है ना? तो that is going to be the thing. So cost price of bicycle, that is your formula, that is what the formula is. Here you can see the cost price, right? Cost price of bicycle, SP into 100, and 100%, 100 minus percent loss, that is going to be the formula to be remembered, right? 1200 into 100 अपॉन 90, 10% का उसको लॉस है ना? तो 4000 अपॉन 3. SP of the bicycle at 19% should be CP into 81 upon 100, and that is going to be your answer, 1080. Okay. This one. How many meaningful English words can be formed by using the letters of ALEP? चलो ये वाला. This one. ALEP. ALEP. इससे words बनाओ. First, leap. Right? Then, any words can be make over here? Meaningful sentence? Anyone? Can anyone make from this one? Leap हो गया. And after that? After that? Pale. That's right. Pale. Very good. Then? Any? 1 तो नहीं हुआ आंसर. 2 हो सकता है या 3 हो सकता है. More than 3. चलो. Leap, pale, and then? 3 है. Okay. So peel, pale, and leap. These are the 3 words you can make. Peel, pale, and leap. Okay. चलो. In a certain code, 34356 is coded as rope. Okay. 34356 is coded as rope, and 15546 is coded as the apple. Okay, then how 54613 is coded? Okay, so we do have 3456, 3456, that is your ROPE. Okay, and we do have 15546, that is your APPLE. Okay, so 54613, 5 4 5 4 6 1 3. Okay, तो 5 हो गया हमारे पास में P. 4 is going to be 4 is going to be what? 4 is going to be your O, right? 6 is going to be E, 1 is going to be A, and 3 is going to be R again. So POEAR, that is going to be your poor. Yep. C, right? Swara Krishna, right? Chalo. Identify the diagram that is best describes the relationship among classes given following. Library, books, or racks. Library, books, or racks. So library mein we do have books as well as racks, right? So library mein we do have racks, and in the racks we do have books, right? So what should be the correct answer? What should be the correct answer? What should be the correct answer? Library mein we do have racks, right? We do have racks, and racks we do have books. Which is going to be the correct answer? चलो tell me first. A, B, C और D. ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, है ना? Is it B? See over here, that is 4 lines are present over here. See, 4 lines. 1, 2, and then 3. नहीं, 3 ही हैं. 1, 2, and 3. हाँ, 3 ही हैं. Okay, 3 हैं. 1, 2, and 3. So let's see then. Oh, A is given over there. तो लाइब्रेरी में बुक्स भी हैं और रैक्स भी है, बट इट डजेंट मीन कि रैक्स पे ही बुक्स हो. ओके, दैट डजेंट मीन कि रैक्स में बुक्स हो. ओके, लाइब्रेरी हैव बुक्स एज वेल एज रैक्स. चलो, फाइंड द नंबर ऑफ ट्रायंगल्स इन द गिवन फिगर. चलो, काउंट गाइस. हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ ट्रायंगल्स आर प्रेजेंट ओवर हियर? हाउ मेनी नंबर्स ऑफ ट्रायंगल्स आर प्रेजेंट ओवर हियर? 1, 2, 3. ओके, 4 बड़ा सा, 5, 6 बड़ा सा, 7, 8 9 बड़ा सा. चलो, how many is there guys? That is 14 is present over here. Okay, 14 is present over here. You have to see, even for the simplification, you just have to name this one for like AHG, AIG, AIB, JFE. These were the reasons. Okay, chalo. Pointing to a lady on the platform, Manju said she is the sister of the father of my mother's son. Who is a lady to Manju? Okay, Manju said, Manju ye hai. Manju said she is the sister, pointing to a lady. Okay, एक lady है ना? तो Manju said she is the sister. She is the sister of the father of my mother's son. Sister of the father. Sister है, right? Of my father, of the father of my mother's son, of the father of my mother's son. Son है, उसकी मम्मी है, mother, right? Mother, and the father of my mother's father, right? So she is the sister of the father of my mother's son. तो son की मम्मी मदर का फादर, नाना की नानी ही तो हुई. तो what should be the correct answer? What should be the correct answer? She is the अच्छा, who is the lady to मंजू ना, तो मंजू में तो आउंट ही हुई ना. ओके चलो, this one, Manju mother's son, Manju's brother, Manju's father, brother's father, that's going to be Manju's father, Manju's father's sister, that's going to be Manju's aunt. Okay, now isotonic used to prepare the ophthalmic solution. Isotonic vehicle used to produce the ophthalmic solution guys. Chalo, come on first. Isotonic vehicle used to prepare the ophthalmic solution: benzalkonium chloride, polysorbate 20, dioctyl sodium, 1.9 boric acid. That's going to be boric acid 1.9. If you talk about this one, 0.9%, that is going to be NaCl, Hana? And you can talk about 5% dextrose as well. These are also the one which is your ophthalmic solution, isotonic to be precise, right? Chalo. Brand name of carboxy methyl cellulose sodium. AVCell, Nimcell, Cellosize or Pharmazole? Which one is it? Brand name of carboxymethyl cellulose sodium. AVCell, Nimcell, Cellosize or Pharmazole? Which one is it? That's going to be your Nimcell. Here you can see Nimcell is your carboxymethyl cellulose sodium. None of you said C. Chalo, the following special labeling instruction on linctus should be on its label. Linctus, not to be swallowed, to be added to hot but not boiling water and vapor inhaled for 5 to 10 minutes. Sip and swallow without addition of water, to be taken after diluting with water. Which one is it? Anyone Nagpur paper shift to? Sure. Sip and swallow without addition, that is the special labeling instruction on the linctus, should be on its label, right? Chalo, beeswax. Beeswax is an example of which type of ointment? Hydrocarbon oleaginous, absorption, water miscible or water soluble? Simple. Beeswax is an example of which type of ointment base? That's going to be your absorption, right? Chalo. Which of the following is used in ophthalmic preparation? Hydrogen peroxide, silver nitrate, potassium iodide, ammonical mercura. Okay. Silver nitrate is used to be given as a ophthalmic preparation, if you remember, right? Is an astringent and is used treatment of burns, granulation tissue, ऑप्थेल्मिया नियोनाटरम में इसमें दिया जाता है, छोटे छोटे बच्चों को, इन्फेंट्स को दिया जाता है. ओके चलो, Hydrophilic petrol atom is an example of anhydrous absorption base, emulsifiable base, emulsified base, or all of these. Which one? Which one is it, guys? Hydrophilic petrol atom is an example of. Hmm. That is going to be anhydrous absorption base, right? Chalo, very good. What is a tamper evident packaging? Tamper मतलब evidence है, अगर खुला तो पता लग जाएगा, है ना? Incidence, the evidence of opening of package, that's right, है ना? That is the one thing. Okay, pH of a buffer system can be calculated by simple. Henderson-Hasselbalch, Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, Nernst equation, Higgs-Allen-Crowell cubic root equation. Which one is it? Which one is it? That's going to be your Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, right? Chalo. In a chemical reaction, the rate constant is independent of initial concentration. Which of them is the order? First, second, third, or zero? Simple. Hmm. In a chemical reaction, the rate constant is independent of initial concentration. Which one of them is the order? That's going to be your zero order, Swara. Very good. Very good. Right? Chalo. When Reynolds number is above the 4000, laminar होगा या तो turbulent होगा. Hmm? That is going to be what? Reynolds number is more than 4000, then that's going to be the turbulent flow, right? Reynolds number, right? If it would be less than 2000, then it's going to be the streamline, right? Chalo. 2000 to 4000, then laminar. For first order, directly proportional, life of mine. That's right. That's right. Calculate the dose of child for 12 months old by the Fried's formula. Okay, adult dose is 200 mg. So Fried's formula is what? Dose is equals to uh, 150 into adult dose is 200 mg, and that is what? 12 months, right? Simple. So 100, 5 3s are 5 4s are 3 4s are 4 4 16, right? So 16 mg would be correct answer. Hana? 16 mg would be the correct answer. That is your Fried's formula. Simple. 16 mg. It's not gram. Chalo. Based on the modified Noyes-Whitney equation, the order of dissolution rates for different solid forms of drugs can be arranged as amorphous, metastable, stable, metastable, amorphous, stable, stable, metastable, amorphous, stable, amorphous, or metastable. Simple. The amorphous have the highest reactivity. It is least stable, right? Least stability. Metastable and stable. Stable is highly stable, so it will be having least reactivity, right? So amorphous, metastable is your the reactivity rates. Dissolution rate obviously is going to be the amorphous का ज़्यादा होगा. Yeah. चलो, example of abrasive used in toothpaste. Abrasive, calcium carbonate, fluorine, glycerine, or potassium chlorate. Which one is it? Calcium carbonate, fluorine, glycerine, or potassium chlorate. Abrasive, guys. Abrasive are used for your cleansing purpose, right? Cleansing purpose. That is what? Obviously, calcium carbonate, right? Polishing agent. Okay. Now, in laminar air flow, the type of filter is located. Membrane filter, Seeds filter, HEPA filter, or all of the above. Simple. That is going to be your HEPA filter, right? HEPA filter, and the efficiency of HEPA is? Efficiency of HEPA is? Can you tell me? What is the efficiency of HEPA? And which test is used to be done for HEPA, guys? Which test? Which test? $99.97. Very good. Very good. And test? Test? That's your dope test. Very good. Dope test is being used, right? Chalo. The respiratory chain of bacteria is associated with cytoplasmic membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm, or mitochondrial membrane. Respiratory chain of bacteria associated with cytoplasmic membrane only, okay? Cytoplasmic membrane is going to be the respiratory chain of bacteria, okay? Chalo. Restriction enzyme are used in genetic engineering because they can cut the DNA at specific base sequence, are proteolytic enzyme which can degrade harmful protein, are nucleases that cut DNA at variable sites, can join different DNA fragments. Which one is it? Restriction enzymes. Hmm. Restriction enzymes. Hmm. Simple, yaar. Come on, first. Tell me. Obviously, that's going to be your A, right? Can cut DNA at specific base sequence, right? So, which of the following is not a characteristic of directing in the management? Okay, management की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Now, flows from top to bottom, directing, initiate action. It is a continuous process, ensuring order and discipline. Which of the following is not a characteristic of directing into the management? Flows from top to bottom, directing. Directing initiate action होता है, continuous process होता है, and ensuring order and discipline. That is also a thing, but flows from top to bottom, that is not the correct thing to be a characteristic feature. Okay, now this one. Okay, this one is important. The registered medical practitioner may terminate a pregnancy if it does not exceed. Okay, 8 weeks or exceed 8 weeks but does not exceed 17 weeks, 9 weeks or exceed 9 weeks but does not exceed 16 weeks, 12 weeks or exceed 12 weeks but does not exceed 20 weeks, 10 weeks or exceed 10 weeks but does not exceed 17 weeks. Which one is it? थोड़ा तो पढ़ना पड़ेगा क्विज साइड. चलो, सिंपल. मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर. ओके, मेडिकल टर्मिनेशन प्रेगनेंसी एक्ट कब आया था पहले? टेल मी. व्हेन दिस वन एमटीपी एक्ट केम इन विच ईयर? विच ईयर? Hmm. That is C, right? That is C. But in which year does it come? Hmm. Termination of pregnancy. The main objective of the pharmaceutical legislation 1971. Very good. Very good. Very good. Legislation is to ensure the patient receives the required quality of drug that is previously tested and evaluated for its satisfaction and efficacy, safety and economy. Satisfaction and economy, that is going to be obviously going to be your safety and efficacy. Bacha knows about it, this one, right? Chalo. In 1948, and full-fledged Indian Pharmacopoeia Committee. अरे यार, बच्चा knows. चलो, come on fast. किसके अंडर चेयरमैन? Under which chairman the Pharmacopoeia Committee was formed? Hmm. Under which chairman Pharmacopoeia Committee is formed? Huh? Simple. That is obviously going to be your B.N. Ghosh, right? B.N. Ghosh. Very good. Okay. Now, Pharmacy Council of India is reconstituted every after. Simple. Simple. 6 year, 1 year, 3 year, or 5 year. Simple. That is going to be. That is going to be your 5 years, राइट? 5 years में पीसीआई का इलेक्शन होता है ना? And PCI was formed under Pharmacy Act. Pharmacy Act comes in. Pharmacy Act कब आया था? Yeah, Pharmacy Act. And what are the chapters? Chapters of pharmacy. How many chapters are there? How many chapters are there? That is five, right? Introduction, PCI, State Pharmacy Council, registration, and M is your miscellaneous, right? Introduction, PCI, State Pharmacy Council, registration, as well as the miscellaneous. That's your five. And 1948 was the year. Very good. Very good. The first Central Council was made in the 1949. Very good. So, what is the primary goal for medication? Reconciliation in a hospital setting. To maximize drug sales, to reduce the hospital admissions, to prevent the medication error, or to promote the drug manufacturing. Simple. This question was asked in your GPAT, sorry, not GPAT, RRB 2025. Last year they have asked this one. Which one is it? Hmm. Which one is it, guys? That's going to be obviously the medication error को कम करोगे ना, right? चलो. Now, exile presentation is present in. Exile presentation is present in argemone, dianthus, lemon, or P. Exile presentation. Hmm. Sir is in GPAT only. कौन सा GPAT भाई? नहीं 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 भाई, चलो. Lemon. Okay. Now, which one of the following is the cause for overpopulation in India? Overpopulation in India. क्या population, क्या मतलब है इसका, बताओ. What is the reason behind that? Obviously, birth rate is lower than the death rate. Hell no, right? Birth rate is higher than the death rate. Obviously, that is right. That is the thing, right? चलो. फैन ऑफ नकुल बिल्कुल परेशान हो गया. नकुल, पेपर कैसा हुआ जीपैट का? How was your exam? And how much you have attempted? And how much you have got uh, right over there? And how much marks you are expecting? Tell me, Nakul. Chalo. Which branch of the economics focus specifically on the evaluation of pharmaceutical products and services? Microeconomics, pharmacoeconomics, macroeconomics, or econometrics? Obviously, pharmaceutical products hai and economics hai to economics, right? Chalo. Photosynthesis generally takes place in which part of the plant? Photosynthesis कहाँ होती है? बच्चा बच्चा knows. Leaf and other chloroplast bearing plants, leaf and stamens, leaf, roots and chloroplast bearing parts, bark and leaf. Hmm. Which one is it? जहाँ पे क्लोरोप्लास्ट वहीं पे photosynthesis, right? Wherever there is a chloroplast, there is going to be the photosynthesis, right? 80 attempt, sir. 16 गलत हो गया बेकार में. 250 एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ बट नॉट गुड. अरे यार, 80 अटेम्प्ट किया तुमने. 80 अटेम्प्ट माने कि 16 गलत, तो 80 में से 16 गलत मान लो, तो कितने हो गए? 64. 64 इंटू 4 कितना हुआ? 64 इंटू 4, 4 4 से 16. 16 यहाँ से लगा 1 एंड 24. हाँ, तो 250 के आसपास हो गया. ठीक ठीक. नो वरीज, नो वरीज. स्टिल नाइपर गुड टू गो ना. नाइपर गुड टू गो, राइट? डू वेल इन नाइपर, नकुल. डोंट वरी. चलो. प्लांट सिंथेसिस प्रोटीन फ्रॉम. ऑब्वियसली प्रोटीन तो ऑब्वियसली अमीनो एसिड से ही होगा ना. ऑब्वियसली अमीनो एसिड्स, राइट? चलो. Plant absorb dissolve nitrates from soil and converts them into. ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आने चाहिए. ये तुम्हारे जनरल अवेयरनेस के क्वेश्चंस हैं. ओके. चलो. Plants observe dissolve nitrates from soil and convert them into free nitrogen, urea, ammonia, or proteins. Hmm. Convert them into nitrogen, right? Nitrogen, not ammonia. Nitrogen. तभी तो nitrogen का level is increased into the universe, right? चलो, nitrogen cycle. That is your nitrogen cycle. Okay. चलो, which of the following metal forms an amalgam with the metal? So, metal amalgam. Amalgam से पहले ही एक word हम use करते हैं, है ना? If you remember. Don't worry, Nakul. You will do good in the Niper. Okay. Abhi to we just want a decent rank with even the GPAT qualification, right? But in Niper you have to अच्छा रैंक चाहिए उसमें अंडर 200 तो चाहिए अगर तुम्हें मोहाली या हैदराबाद जाना है तो राइट चलो दैट इज योर मर्क्यूरी राइट मर्क्यूरी चलो माइकोबैक्टीरियम लेप्री कॉजेस लेप्रोसी कॉरेन बैक्टीरियम डिप्थीरिया कॉजेस डिप्थीरिया विब्रियो कॉमन विब्रियोमा कॉमा कॉजेस टेटनस इन्फ्लुएंजा कॉलेरा और टाइफॉइड विच वन विब्रियो Vibrio is Vibrio. Bumru. Vibrio is what? Vibrio is going to be to the cholera. Haja. Right? Haja. Okay. चलो. Raindrops are spherical. चलो ये भी बता दो भाई. Raindrops are spherical. क्यों होती हैं spherical? Why they are spherical in shape? Raindrops falling from above due to surface tension, due to viscosity of water, due to air friction. Simple. Obviously, that's going to be your due to surface tension, right? Surface tension is going to be the correct answer. Voice क्या हुआ voice को मेरी fine up नकुल क्या हुआ नकुल okay the metal used to recover copper from a solution of copper sulfate is potassium silver mercury or iron the metal used to recover copper from a solution of copper sulfate Yeah, that's going to be the iron, guys. Okay, iron, sodium, and iron are placed above copper in the reactivity series. These elements can be used to recover copper from the copper sulfate solution, right? चलो. Why do color appear in soap bubbles due to the incidence of light? है ना कभी कभी तुमने देखा होगा बबल का सोप होता है ना soap का बबल होता है sorry okay so why there is a color to be precise over there due to scattering interference deflection or polarization hmm iron में भी FeSO4 बन जाएगा कॉपर मिल जाएगा चलो this one that is going to be your interference okay so interference is going to be the thing light emitting diodes LED is used in the fancy electronic devices physics का आ गया question चलो LED X-rays radio waves ultraviolet rays or visible light चलो light emitting diodes obviously that's going to be your visible right चलो inert gases are in water inert gases are sparingly soluble insoluble soluble or none of these hmm which one is it inert gas sparingly soluble का question आया था ना 32 I think 3200 वेरी फ्रीली सोल्यूबल वेरी में एक से कम होता है फ्रीली में 1 से 10 होता है सोल्यूबल में 10 से 30 होता है एंड 30 से आया था sparingly soluble that is going to be your sparingly soluble होती हैं okay what is acetaldehyde recently mentioned in the news, critical mineral AI tool, क्या बात है, synthetic organic compound और invasive weed, very spangly था, तो उसको हम लोग कंसीडर नहीं करेंगे. ओके, चलो, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द सिंथेटिक ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड, राइट? चलो, acetaldehyde. According to the Economic Survey 2015, 2025, 26, what is the projected real gross domestic product growth rate for India in FY26? FY फाइनेंशियल ईयर 26 कितना था भाई इंडिया का जीडीपी ग्रोथ रेट? कितना था? दैट इज गोइंग टू बी योर 7.4, राइट? चलो, पराक्रम दिवस इज सेलिब्रेटेड टू ऑनर विच इंडियन फ्रीडम फाइटर? पराक्रम दिवस इज सेलिब्रेटेड टू ऑनर विच इंडियन फ्रीडम फाइटर? भगत सिंह, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस और महात्मा गांधी. पराक्रम. जनरल अवेयरनेस कहाँ करें सर? मत करो भाई, मत करो, नहीं हो पाएगा. नहीं हो पाएगा. थोड़ा सा उठा के पढ़ लो चैट जीपीटी वगैरह से, तो उससे शायद हो सकता है थोड़ा बहुत, है ना? चलो, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस. ओके, चलो. Saura tribe primarily resides in which state? Haryana, Bihar, झारखंड और उड़ीसा. सावरा ट्राइब. घी खत्म हो गया तो घी निकालो फिर से. सावरा ट्राइब primarily resides in which state? हरियाणा, बिहार, झारखंड और उड़ीसा. अरेस्वरा कौन सी बुक यूज्ड कराते पढ़ाने के लिए? पढ़ने के लिए, अच्छा. चलो, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी योर उड़ीसा. ओके. द फर्स्ट फेज ऑफ द सेंसस beginning April 1, 2026 focuses on which aspect? चलो भाई, 1 अप्रैल से तुम्हारी सेंसस शुरू होने वाली है ना? दैट्स गोइंग टू बी योर सेंसस इज गोइंग टू स्टार्ट ऑन योर 1 April. So focuses on which aspect? Population, enumerization, house listing and house enumeration, employment survey or agriculture? सेंसस. सर, स्वरा क्वेश्चंस कैसे लगा रही है? पढ़ा होगा भाई उसने. She should have learned those things. Should have updated by the newspapers. That's why. April Fool. House listing and house enumeration, that is going to be the objective. Okay, focuses on the things. The 6th edition of Khelo India Winter Games 2016 was inaugurated in the January 2006 at which venue? अरे अरे, ये तो वहीं पे हुई थी जहाँ से तो मैं होके आया था जुलाई में. Okay, January 2026 at which venue? Khelo India Winter Games. That is your Leh Ladakh. Leh Ladakh. NDS Stadium Leh Ladakh में that is inaugurated. Okay. चलो. NDS Stadium Leh that was inaugurated by the Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh, Kavinder Gupta, who authorized the chalice of Ambrosia Ram Janmabhoomi challenge and response released on the 20th January. That is your Surendra Kumar Pachauri. That is who authorized the book. Okay. Which Indian state has declared 2026? सर, ऑफिशियल आंसर की कब आएगी? कल आ जाएगी भाई. कल या परसों, कल शाम तक आ जानी चाहिए. ओके. Which Indian state has declared 2026 as the year of agriculture with a significantly increased budget to enhance farmer prosperity? Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh? For general knowledge, I have zero knowledge. For just reading newspaper सबसे बढ़िया तरीका है, free of cost. I mean, free of cost तो नहीं है, but easiest way है. Okay, this one. 2026 year of agriculture with the prosperity to increase the budget to enhance the farmer prosperity. Which one? तुक्का ही लगा लो भाई. रोहित पटेल says B. That is Madhya Pradesh. Okay. चलो. Which Indian state has launched first government run menopause clinic to address women physical and mental health needs. Okay, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, or Gujarat? Which Indian state has launched the Indian first government run menopause clinics to address the women's physical and mental health needs? Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, or Gujarat? Menopausal. That is what Maharashtra बगल में ही है यूपी के हाँ चलो. Now, in which state the rate of mushroom species, that's your Hemelicinium indicum, discovered in high altitude oak forest? ओक फॉरेस्ट कहाँ पे होते हैं? ओक फॉरेस्ट कहाँ होते हैं? हाई एल्टीट्यूड की बात कर रहे हैं तो अरुणाचल, सिक्किम, उत्तराखंड और हिमाचल. नेविगेटर सीरीज ऑन यूट्यूब. अच्छा, that is your Uttarakhand. Okay. Chalo guys, that's it for this one. That's it for today. And we have done the model paper. First for the RRB pharmacist. I hope थोड़ा सा क्लियर हुआ होगा, थोड़ा सा आई मीन क्वेश्चंस के बारे में पता लगा होगा. यू वुड हैव get been used to of the question, that what type of questions that's being asked in your pharmacist examinations. All right, so tomorrow again we'll be coming with more questions, more set of questions for RRB pharmacist, and that's the thing. So no, I have books from GDC. I am prime batch student on GDC English Shwadra Krishna. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Chalo guys, that's it. Thank you so much for joining, and good night. Do take care of yourself, and see you soon tomorrow. Right? Bye bye. Good night. And if you would have liked the session, please do comment over there and do like the session over there. Do comment into the comment section, not in this live chat. Okay, chalo. Thank you so much, and good night.